We might be standing on the verge of something great. But the work is ugly. It's anti-status quo, anti-establishment, anti-power.
Which part of that is meant to be a problem for us?
Access changes people's lives, levels them up. What is it that you really want?
I'm building a democratic financial
Industry
institution.
storms back with season
Standards
4.
of banking.
Episode 1 like a market-opening bell that never stops ringing. For seasons in, the series proves it hasn't lost its bite. If anything, it feels sharper, colder, and far more dangerous. From the very first moments, the episode reestablishes its core obsession: power. Who has it? Who wants it? And what people are willing to destroy to claim it. At the center of this storm is Harper. Her hunger isn't subtle anymore. It's no longer about survival, it's about domination. Every move she makes in this premiere feels calculated, ruthless, and deliberate. Opportunity doesn't knock an industry, it bleeds, and Harper never hesitates to strike. Running parallel to her ascent is a political storyline that feels eerily familiar. A new government bill targeting explicit content sends shockwaves through the financial ecosystem. Age restrictions, reputational damage, and collapsing stock confidence create the perfect pressure cooker. The show cleverly mirrors real-world anxieties around regulation, tech ethics, and corporate hypocrisy without ever feeling preachy. Meanwhile, Tinder quietly becomes the beating heart of the season. It's not just a company, it's a ticking bomb. Behind its polished surface lies something unstable, something fragile, and several people are already circling it like predators. The episode moves fast, sometimes breathlessly so, but that chaos feels intentional. Industry thrives in panic. Conversations overlap. Decisions are rushed. Consequences land instantly. The stress isn't just shown, it's felt. This premiere doesn't ease viewers back in. It throws them straight onto the trading floor, reminding us that in this world, hesitation is fatal and ambition is currency. The emotional core of episode 1 belongs to Whitney and Jonah, a partnership slowly rotting from the inside. From the way they enter the building at the start to how they leave it by the end, the contrast tells a brutal story of evolution and decay. Whitney has outgrown Jonah, and he knows it. At the center of their conflict is Siren, a controversial content aggregator now caught in the crosshairs of new regulation. The optics are toxic. The financial fallout is immediate. To Whitney, Siren is dead weight, an anchor dragging Tinder into irrelevance. To Jonah, it's familiar, profitable, and comfortable. And comfort, in industry, is a weakness. Jonah's recklessness only accelerates his downfall. Substance abuse, erratic behavior, and a refusal to adapt make him a liability in a room that worships efficiency. While Jonah spirals, Whitney sharpens his blade. Ending the Siren contract isn't just a business decision. It's a declaration of war. What makes the fallout devastating is the history between them. These aren't strangers. They're friends, brothers in ambition. When Jonah admits he has nothing to go home to, the moment briefly softens Whitney. Love exists here, but it's powerless against strategy. The board's decision is swift. Jonah is out. Whitney ascends. This isn't betrayal for pleasure. It's sacrifice for progress. Industry makes one thing painfully clear. Loyalty expires the moment it stops being useful. And Jonah? Left stripped of purpose, identity, and power, he exits not just a company, but a life. Whether he survives that loss is a question the season leaves dangerously open. Harper's storyline in this premiere is pure escalation. When the system resists her, she doesn't negotiate, she detonates. Her decision to lock client funds behind gated access sends shockwaves through the firm. Panic spreads instantly. Trust evaporates. One misstep, and entire careers teeter on the edge. The moment Ashford collapses under the pressure isn't just dramatic, it's symbolic. This is what unchecked ambition does. It breaks people. But Harper doesn't retreat. She doubles down. Her boldest move comes with a phone call to Eric. Retirement never suited him. Golf courses and idle wealth only reminded him of unrealized dreams. When Harper offers partnership, she isn't just inviting him back into the game. She's giving him purpose. Eric returns transformed, clean-shaven, focused, honest about his regrets. He speaks of ideas abandoned, risks avoided, and a life softened by caution. Now, with time running out, he wants to build something that matters. Their partnership is thrilling because it's unstable. Harper is ruthless momentum. Eric is seasoned restraint. Together, they could become unstoppable or self-destructive. There's mutual respect here, but also danger. Both are predators. Both want control. The question isn't if friction will come, it's when. This alliance represents industry at its most compelling. Ambition colliding with experience, ego wrestling with legacy. It's not a mentorship. It's a gamble. And in a world where every move has consequences, this partnership may cost them far more than they realize. Jim operates in the shadows of this episode, but his presence is unsettling. He doesn't need screen time to feel dangerous. His obsession with truth or exposure pushes him into morally compromised territory almost immediately. Following Haley crosses a line. Spending the night with her erases it entirely. Jim wants a story powerful enough to detonate reputations, and he's willing to stain himself to get it. The revelation comes quietly but lands hard. Tinder may be hiding a financial scandal. Fraud. Manipulation. Something rotten beneath the rebrand. Jim believes the company is capable of anything to protect itself, and he warns Harper to stay away. That warning feels ironic. Harper is already too close. Whitney, now CEO, has shown exactly how disposable loyalty can be. If he can destroy his closest friend without hesitation, what chance does anyone else have? Jim's instincts are sharp, but his methods are reckless. He's digging into something vast, powerful, and deeply protected. This isn't just investigative journalism, it's a suicide mission. The tension lies in inevitability. Jim won't stop. Harper won't listen. Tinder won't forgive. Every great industry storyline ends the same way. Someone flies too close to the sun. Jim feels destined for that fate. And when the truth finally surfaces, it won't just ruin careers. It will reshape the entire battlefield. Sir Henry's appearance is brief, but loaded with meaning. Alone, draped in a robe, seated at a piano beneath a Christmas tree, he plays a melancholic melody that lingers long after the scene ends. It's not about spectacle, it's about timing. This moment arrives right after Whitney's rise to CEO. The implication is clear: alliances are forming. Henry isn't finished. He's wounded, but watching, waiting. The tone is somber, reflective, almost mournful. It suggests a man processing loss before plotting a return. Industry understands restraint. Sometimes a single image says more than an entire monologue. As a season premiere, Episode 1 is confident and aggressive. It throws viewers back into chaos without apology. The handheld camera work, erratic pacing, and overlapping dialogue amplify the anxiety that defines the show's identity. That said, the episode does feel dense, almost overwhelming. Time jumps quickly. Scenes blur together. But that fragmentation mirrors the emotional state of its characters. Everyone is scrambling. Nobody is stable. Harper remains the show's most magnetic force. Her ruthlessness is uncomfortable, but irresistible. She doesn't seek approval. She seeks impact. What Industry Season 4 sets up is a collision: government regulation, corporate scandal, personal ambition, and moral decay. Tinder sits at the center of it all, waiting to implode. This premiere lays a dangerous foundation, and if the rest of the season follows through, Industry may be heading toward its most explosive chapter yet.